Hello, everyone. Welcome to the Blind Wave Podcast. It's Thursday. It's live at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time.
Aaron is dead.
Eric, do you not have your mic plugged in again?
No, it's fine. What are you talking about? I plugged it in right when you were coughing.
Is that
I
why
looked
you were
over at you
laughing?
being like this, and I was like, it just got caught. Anyway. Hi, guys.
Hello.
Hello.
Today is Cyberpunk Day, but I don't get to play it today. I have to wait until tomorrow. I'm going to be streaming Cyberpunk 2077 tomorrow at our normal group stream time. Probably will hopefully have made the character, and then I'll be back Saturday, 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time, until who knows when.
Until
Who knows?
Monday when Aaron streams.
I'll be playing it on PC, and trying not to get our channel deleted for copyright stuff
Yep.
as best I can.
Been fighting that battle for years
It's true.
Always.
on YouTube. So Cyberpunk, is this the first in the franchise, or has there been other Cyberpunks?
It's based off from a tabletop RPG.
Oh, okay.
That is old. I would say at least the 80s,
Yeah.
if not the 70s, but probably the 80s. I was more of a Shadowrun guy myself, so
Okay.
I've never actually played Cyberpunk tabletop role-playing game. I'm familiar with it, but I haven't actually played it.
Yeah.
But some of my favorite video games are games that are based off from like tabletop systems. So very much looking forward to it. I like what I've seen so far, although I've kind of limited myself. I haven't looked at a ton of stuff. Kind of want to go in fresh. Big question is what kind of character I'm going to make. I want to see how viable it is to be a character that never uses guns.
Oh,
Maybe just use a sword and hacking
okay.
is kind of what I'm thinking.
So you're just going to hack stuff with a sword.
Yep,
Okay.
but I'm not sure. We'll see. We'll see how it goes.
So you're literally going to be a hack and slasher.
Pretty much.
Nice.
Pretty
I like
much there
that.
was it Double Fine? There was a game called Hack and Slash that was a Zelda style game. But instead of a sword, you had a USB stick. And you could plug it into enemies, you could hack them. And
What?
you could like make them on your side or kill them by setting their health to 0. Really neat idea.
Neat.
Like, oh shoot, what role playing system is it where you can get like a hackable, not hackable, but like a USB that you can plug into anything and it hacks it?
I mean, there's a few like Eclipse Phase, pretty much any of the like Cyberpunk.
it really says like a hacking USB or something like that.
I think I know what you're talking about. I think that was a Apocalypse Engine game,
Maybe.
but I can't remember exactly what it was.
You hack stuff in Watch Dogs. That's true.
It's true. You can do. Also,
Never played it though.
You can hack stuff in Deus Ex, Snowblind,
Day of Sex.
Yep.
Deus Ex.
Modern.
Modern Day of Sex. What was it? What were we talking about last time?
I don't know.
Modern day sex games.
Eric's just staring at me.
Sorry. I was lost.
What's going on?
Speaking of Lost, Lost is real good.
Oh,
Is
Lost
it?
is so good.
Oh, well, before you go to that, though, with Cyberpunk, Rick, I saw someone ask, are you going to do it with nudity on or off?
I'm gonna try to make it stream safe, so I don't know. Like The Witcher 3 has nudity, and like that doesn't go against terms of service. But I don't know about Cyberpunk.
There was some nudity in Last of Us 2.
There was some nudity in Ghost of Tsushima as well.
I think it's just like if there's like avoidable nudity, you're supposed to avoid it. But if it's not avoidable, you're not, I think.
Okay.
I think it's like the forefront of things, right?
Yeah, something like that.
I don't know.
Full frontal.
I know for most situations, like with Twitch, like there's like breast and nipples and stuff aren't allowed to be shown. Cleavage is okay, but in the situation of,
But male breasts.
in the situation of breastfeeding,
Yeah.
apparently it's okay.
Oh, that's okay.
So I'm like, that's interesting. I wasn't sure how that would be taken, but
Rick, my lighting looks so good for a second there.
There, is that better?
Yeah, it's a little better.
Okay.
It's very yellow.
So if I take my shirt off right now and was like waving around my titties, will we get it taken off Twitch?
Yeah.
I don't know.
And any nipple.
But
Depends.
I have hair on them. Does that make them more masculine?
It might cover them up.
No. There's no differentiation.
Oh, okay.
I don't know.
I'll probably have it on as long as, like, I will turn on streamer mode, and whatever that turns off, I will turn off. And there's also apparently a couple scenes that have copyrighted music that you have to mute.
Yeah, there's lots of games that have nudity. There's also different games that Twitch is like, you can't play these games.
Yeah,
So as long as Cyberpunk's not on that list, it should be okay, I imagine.
should be fine.
I imagine, but
Hey, man, I would not get rid of The Witcher 3 Geralt nudity for anything. That's a handsome-ass model.
It's what kept you coming back.
That and the Gwent.
How nude did he get?
You never saw his dick,
Did
but
you
you
see
saw
the root?
enough
Okay.
that you could fill in the blanks.
Did you see Richard Root?
Yes.
Okay.
Richard Root.
Witcher 3 is so good. Like, I feel bad for him because I feel like Witcher 3 has set an expectation level that is almost impossible to achieve on a new IP. Because, a lot of people played The Witcher 3. I don't think quite as many people played The Witcher 1. And, like, there were some growing pains that studio had to go through in order to make The Witcher 3 happen.
Sure.
And obviously some of that can be transferred over to multiple games and IPs, but
Yeah.
this is pretty different. So I kind of feel bad for him, but we'll see how it is. I'm trying to go in with an open mind, like not expecting
Sure.
too much.
Yeah.
You know?
Saw a funny image where someone was like, gamers, whenever you delay your game to try to finish it and make it more complete. Ah! Gamers, when you release your video game and you have some bugs because you wanted to make sure you got it out so they could play it. Ah!
Yeah.
Yeah.
That's how it goes.
Yeah.
Well, you can't please everybody all the time.
yeah. Well, one thing too with Twitch-related stuff, not necessarily about Cyberpunk, but there was a thing that I saw recently too about Hot Pockets, where you can buy Hot Pockets and get bits. I heard about it, and I went to Hot Pocket.
Like Twitch bits?
There's a method where you can buy Hot Pockets, and then you can set it up so that you can get bits by scanning your receipt for the purchase of the Hot Pockets.
Oh, I thought I
damn.
could use my bits to buy Hot Pockets.
No, it's the other way around. You buy Hot Pockets and you get bits.
Now,
so
see-
if you get like a 2-pack of Hot Pockets, you get 500 bits.
I'm trying to remember because EverQuest had a thing where you could order pizza inside of EverQuest. And I'm trying to remember if you could pay with EverQuest money or if you got like gold by doing it, but there was some connection between the two. And I can't remember because I never played EverQuest. But it's not unprecedented to link video games and real world food.
Yeah. No. So in this situation here, you can satisfy your hunger while celebrating your favorite streamers. Up until January 31st, 2021, you can get up to 2,500 bits per purchase of your favorite Hot Pocket sandwiches.
Oh, dang.
Should have never gotten rid of Treat Stream.
I've not had a Hot Pocket in 15 years, I would say.
Really?
Really?
Probably, yeah.
Man, Hot Pockets, man.
Yeah, they
It's
give you
good.
that little little thing to cook it in there. Makes a little oven in the
sleeve?
microwave.
I mean,
Yeah.
I've eaten plenty of Hot Pockets in my time.
The thing is that a Hot Pocket is either stone cold in the middle or so
lava hot.
you can't eat it for a
Yeah.
half hour.
I don't think you
There
used
is no in between.
I don't think you used that wrapper thing.
Oh, I use it right.
I don't think you did.
I use it right.
My Hot Pockets are pretty good. I haven't had one for a little while, though. but
Yeah, me either.
I don't know.
Remember when we went to what was it? MLB, Major League Gaming, MLG, and they were sponsored by like
They were sponsored by...
a deodorant company.
I don't remember them. I remember Dr. Pepper.
It was Dr. Pepper,
I remember
Dr.
Doritos.
Pepper.
Doritos. There was definitely a deodorant company there,
And I remember Hot Pockets.
and there was Hot Pockets.
At the time, they had those brand new, like, round Hot Pockets.
Yeah.
Right? They were like a Crustable.
But they had a whole section where you could just go over and they had like microwaves and shit. You just cook up Hot Pockets. It
That's
was
great.
perfect for gamers.
Nice.
Like,
And then you had Doritos, you go get a Dr. Pepper, and then they spray you down with deodorant because everyone stank.
Dude, it was great because I could just keep going getting Dr. Pepper's all I wanted. And I could go and get Doritos as much as I want. Although they limited the Hot Pockets.
Oh, okay.
It wasn't like
I
unlimited.
asked
I mean,
about
They
that.
also had
for-
hand massages.
If you got the VIP ticket.
Yeah, I remember you telling me about that.
You could go get a hand massage for your gaming needs.
Sounds pretty good.
Sure.
But I think Con of Thrones still takes it with the Mike's Lemonade.
Mike's Hard Lemonade.
That was so great, wasn't it?
Yeah, we tried all their flavors.
Yeah.
Maybe a couple times.
Sheep.
How even that
She was
one
very
vendor
generous.
that just had like soda was cool.
With the metal
Yeah.
cup.
Yeah.
Yeah. It was like a wagon they pulled in there.
But no, we had a bunch of Mike's Lemonade, and they were like, "Oh, let's go fight!" And we started fighting each other with those swords. That was fun.
Yeah, that was a lot of fun.
I liked it. Nashville had a lot of cool stuff too.
Like spicy chicken,
Really good food.
Oh,
right?
man,
Yeah.
that
Shut the cluck
barbecue
up.
house.
Is that what it was?
Yeah, shut the cluck
Was
up.
that like my last big,
Meal?
my last big like trip?
last big
it
meal?
Con of Thrones?
What are you talking about?
You went to the beach.
I went to the beach, but it wasn't really a big trip.
Yeah.
When we drove there. I sat on the beach, drove back.
I don't think I.
I don't know when my next trip is gonna be. It's probably not for a while.
Because that was the last con we went to, right?
That was the
think
last
so.
con we went to. Yeah.
And I don't usually go anywhere, so that's probably the last thing I've done.
The only other thing that I did is I went and visited Carmen's parents in Florida.
Yeah, Eric.
But that was just
you
there.
might have had a
and-
trip to Janci or something before. I don't remember what month was Con of Thrones. Do you remember?
It was in the summer, wasn't it?
It was in like early summer.
Yeah,
Like, there was probably a point between that and Janci getting here that you probably visited her.
yeah, but I don't know if that.
That doesn't count as a big
Uh-huh.
trip. Don't
Probably
let her hear you
not.
say that.
I mean, no. I mean, I get on a plane, so yeah, I guess I'd probably count it. But it was more of like a just visit for the weekend thing, probably. As opposed to like new city, never been there,
Oh, okay.
experiencing new places, stuff like that.
All right. It's wise. Add some other stipulations so that
Yeah.
smooths it out.
Well, no, just that's what it is. Like, I mean, I went to New York when I was in 11th grade, and that was an awesome trip. But going there again for New York Comic Con that one year, I also felt like that's a big trip, Like,
Eventually, LA just became LA.
well, I mean,
Baby.
not necessarily, but yeah, kinda.
This isn't special anymore.
No, it was special, just not in like a big trip, new place kind of way,
It's not like I got lost because Calvin didn't take the right exit.
Yeah, we won't be.
I love how I say that, and Calvin's like thinking. Sorry, go ahead, Rick.
No, I was just. We won't be live streaming the Disney Investor Meeting or the Game Awards tonight, but we will be reacting and discussing, I'm sure, some of the.
Do any big highlights
Things
that
that come out.
require it. We'll do that in the morning before Mandalorian.
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 And it was so good last
Good
week.
day.
It was so good the week before.
Say it. Say Mandalorian.
Fridays are good anyway,
Grogu.
Yeah, I know.
but Mandalorian makes it even better.
Yep.
So put them on Mondays. Mandalorian Mondays.
Mando Monday.
Mando Monday. That'll be great.
No, yeah, I'm excited for Mandalorian. I can't wait to see how they wrap up the rest of the season.
Yeah.
Makes me sad though because they're about to wrap up the rest of the season.
I know there's only 2 left.
Yeah.
So that's a sad moment.
But
there.
maybe we'll hear some interesting stuff in this Disney call that they're having, because I assume they're going to be trying to push for
New
more
shows?
streaming shows and give a little bit of a roadmap of what's going on with Star Wars and Marvel, by the way, too. I know that the entertainment industry has been in a little bit of turmoil. We talked about it briefly last week with WB deciding to have all of their movies for 2021 coming out on
Streaming
HBO Max.
services.
yeah.
And since then, a lot of directors and producers and things have come out saying they are not happy.
I saw where so there's the production company,
Yeah.
and then there's the distribution company. Mm-hmm. And apparently the distribution companies didn't talk with all the production companies
Yeah.
about what their plans were.
Yeah.
Well, I saw some people were mad that, wait a minute, this is what we're doing? So,
I wonder if it's a thing where, for a while when the WWE Network started, wrestlers, some of their money would be based off from pay-per-view buys. Mm-hmm. But when they started offering them pay-per-views as part of the subscription for the WWE Network, they didn't count that towards the
okay.
payment for the wrestlers. So I wonder if that's true with the production companies,
Yeah.
where some of it is based off from box office numbers, but then that's not going to be counted if it's
True.
on streaming services.
Yeah,
It's always seemed like a really shitty way of getting around paying people.
Yeah. Well, I feel like every time I've heard of a company's shittiest way of getting around paying people, it's always been wrestling. Unfortunately.
they have a lot of issues
Vince
with
McMahon.
that, I think.
No, the movie studios have a very long and sordid history.
They
of that
do.
as well.
The way that they set up production companies and then, financially make it seem as if they operate at a loss is
Yeah.
crazy. But, at the very least, when it comes to what WB is doing by saying like, look, we think I always kind of thought in my head that what they announced was what the world's going to be like in another 10 to 15 years. We're just going to have more available streaming wise, and theaters won't be as important. But that's not to say that people like Chris Nolan or a movie maker that's like, I make my movies for the theater. Trailer companies talk about this. People that like literally edit the trailers, they make trailers for phones now. They don't make them to be the best experience in a theater. They make it for your phone because 99% of people are watching it on their phone.
Yeah.
Even people that are watch stuff on a desktop or in an entertainment center, they most likely are going to watch a lot of their streaming stuff just on their phone in bed or out doing something. How
many times do you watch a movie trailer in a theater as opposed to on the beginning of a YouTube video?
Exactly. Yeah. No, I definitely understand that frustration where it's like I want to make the kind of film that belongs in a movie theater, or I want to be able to make a film that can have a healthy life on the box office or something like that, So I understand the frustration, though the biased part of me still thinks that if we did that, it would be great for my YouTube channel, because one, I mean, it's content that we would have on the channel, but two, I legitimately have the most fun watching with you guys.
Yeah.
Compared to going to a theater, I like going to a theater and having like 100 people or 200 people in the theater, and but I had my most fun watching it with you guys. So I was just like, well, selfishly, I like this idea, but I definitely understand everybody else's complaints too.
Yeah, and like even before COVID, like what was the percentage of people who saw something in the theater versus saw it in another medium? Like streaming or something, like watched it on their phone, their computer, their TV.
Mm-hmm.
Like I would imagine most people see things not in a theater.
Most
so
people?
Like, if you're a filmmaker making something for a theater, like you're only going, if that's your idea, that's only going to be relevant for a very short amount of time for a very limited amount of people.
Like probably only 10% of people who have ever watched a movie watch it in theaters.
Yeah.
Is that the percentage of people that watch like in theaters that watch
know.
stuff?
Well, that's what I'm
You just
wondering.
made
Like,
up a number.
I'm just saying, like it's probably a very low number.
well,
Yeah, I'm just curious on like the percentage.
especially
of
as the years goes on, right? Like,
well, and it depends on the movie too. I
Yeah.
guarantee a lot more people saw like Infinity War and Endgame in movie theaters than they did. I don't know. Pick another movie. Fucking Mary Poppins Returns. I don't know.
but in 50 years, how many people will have seen it in theaters versus how many people will have
Watched it in their home
watched
theater.
it in their home?
Well, I
you
mean,
know?
in 50 years, that's not. Is that
50
fair?
years we'll have cameras that you can walk around the set and it's a 360 movie.
There's a movie happening out there.
I don't know if it's fair though to say like in 50 years because, I mean, how many times have I seen Star Wars now versus how many times I've seen it in the theaters? Like
Yeah.
I've seen episodes 4, 5, and 6 so many titimes, and I've never seen them in the theaters.
Same. Yeah.
There's got to be I think there needs to be like a comparison of like maybe like the release of it initially versus something. I don't know.
Mm-hmm.
But no, I get you. Movie theaters could go away, but I enjoy the experience of movie theaters, so hopefully they stay around in some format. I just think they need to make them more eventy, I guess. I guess is the best description. Because especially if you can just watch, if I can just see the new Black Widow movie at home, I can just watch it at home versus going to the theater. Like there needs to be some kind of draw. Like why is the theater better? What am I getting out of it? What's the experience or the event
Steak.
of steak could be the event, I guess. But I could get steak at home too. I don't know.
Yeah, but you don't have to cook it when it's at the theater.
Before it used to
You
be
just have
like
to overpay for it.
it's just now released. It's in theaters first. If I want to see it now, I need to go to theaters and see it. And that was like what made it a special event. But if they're just gonna have it online, I don't know. I'm not sure what the answer is.
Yeah, I don't know. I mean, it has a lot in terms of the future of movie making. Like, what kind of budgets are they gonna pull out for something that is primarily made to be streamed versus something that's gonna have a box office return of $1 billion? Like, it's just I don't know. I'm curious to see how things adapt. I mean, we always have to adapt to the times and the technology and need and all that stuff. But I definitely am both ways. I mean, I have many great experiences in the theater, but I personally, and I realize it's different than probably much anybody else, except for you guys. I have better experiences watching streaming. So I don't know.
I get you. I also want to say thank you to Sam Woodhull, who just subscribed.
Oh,
Hey.
Sam.
What's up, fellow nerds?
What's up,
Thank you,
Sam?
Sam.
Make sure you guys check out his stuff. He does a lot of stuff on his Twitch, especially making graphic design and whatnot. He also does some gaming and whatnot. But when was it? Last week, week before? I don't know. There was a stream recently where he was also working on some Blindwave stuff, so you might see some sneak peeks over there on his Twitch.
Indeed.
So make sure you guys check that out.
Indeed.
Calvin, can you hit Aaron with a giant spoon? No.
Did he do something to deserve it?
I mean,
What'd you do in your stream?
You could find a reason. What do you mean when I do my stream?
Oh, so you're saying that you do deserve it in
No,
some way? I
just
just
said
don't
you-
know.
Move. Next
Hang on.
topic. No. Don't you find a spoon.
So, did you guys have best moments of the week?
Sam said I'm working on some secret stuff that may or not be Blindwave related.
Interesting.
Interesting.
Calvin, what's happening?
He's probably finding a long,
Well, that's unfortunate.
like 6-foot spoon.
You can't find it.
He just comes back with like a long stick with a spoon taped to it.
I was thinking about doing that, but I couldn't find tape.
Favorite things of the week. I don't know. For me, me and Melanie and our WoW guild got to start doing raid, which I streamed that on my Top Gun account the other day because I'm like, I'm not gonna fill Blindwave with more WoW stuff. I've been doing that a lot, so I'm just gonna stream randomly over here. So I streamed a little bit. I think when did you stream, Gavin? Last night?
Huh?
Night before?
No, night before last.
Tuesday night. So I streamed like Tuesday night. We did that. We got through a few bosses. It was a lot of fun. But then last night, I was like, all these nights blend together because it's WoW like every night anyway.
Yeah.
So, but last night, me and Melanie and Wayne and Juan and Josh, one of the mods here, we were doing Mythics because they just opened up Mythic Pluses, and that was a lot of fun. Like we're working through trying to get better gear, learn the routes, and Mythic Pluses have like there's the regular dungeons, and then there's like Mythic dungeons that are harder. Then Mythic Plus dungeons just start throwing more shit at you. So like there's like tougher bosses or tougher mobs or bursting damage. So it's a lot of fun. That's been some of my favorite stuff right now.
Good stuff. Yeah. I mean, as you can see from the background, just a reminder that Christmas is coming.
Christmas mailbag is building.
It is
So-
good.
Make sure you send stuff soon if you want it to be in Christmas mailbag
Yep.
because we're gonna be filming that like next week.
We already had that Bulbasaur though.
Don't feel obligated to send anything,
But it's always a gift.
but if you plan to, hurry up.
Oh yeah, for sure.
It's the gift that keeps on shitting.
But yeah, just getting ready for the holidays. Like having a kid makes the holidays so much different, at least for me. 'Cause I was never a big Christmas fan, but having a daughter that's so excited about it, you just can't help but feed off from that excitement.
You were never a Christmas fan?
No. Not especially.
I remember one of my favorite. So at my house, I remember like we would always put presents under the tree, right? And then we'd look at them, and I'd try to figure out what I was getting.
You would like pick them
Right.
up and shake them and stuff.
Yeah, Melanie likes to like hold off and bring them out like Christmas Eve or Christmas. That's like all of them are there.
Mm-hmm.
So it's not like there the whole time where either one they want to open them, but two
Yeah.
it's like, we're like, oh geez, look at the presents, you know.
So
But mine were always there.
Oh, really? That's
Yeah.
interesting.
Like,
Okay.
My parents would put them, so I was like, what I want to do is like.
So you
start-
didn't have like
Like
Santa
a Christmas
visited
morning.
thing?
No. Santa comes and visits like Christmas Eve.
Yeah.
and
In
leaves you,
addition
like, a
to the
special
other
present.
presents.
But the family's presents, like,
Yeah.
we're always there. you
Yeah.
know?
That's how we did it too.
Yeah.
It's like
But-
all of us kids and mom and dad would like wrap the gifts for each other
Yeah.
and leave those out, and then Christmas morning Santa would have come and
Yeah, Santa
left
comes
those
and
presents.
brings the presents that he brought and stuff. So I said to Melons, what we should do this year, I think, is like every few days leading up to it, like just our presents that we've wrapped, just slowly put under the tree. And that way, it's like it's growing underneath. They're like, well, look at this, there's more.
They're
There's more.
breeding!
I think that's gonna be like, ah. But one thing I remember is like, with seeing them, I'd always be looking like, okay, this one's a Nintendo 64 game. I know it. This box, it's this big, it's this thick. That's a 64 game. I know it. You know. And
What you should do with the character or the boxes multiplying and stuff like that, you should put out a whole bunch of little ones, and then like the next morning, they've all morphed into one big one. You take all the little ones away and put a big box out.
that's fun.
But then, Aaron, once you could like know, oh yeah, this is a PS2 game. Then my relatives anyway started putting them in like clothing boxes. But then you could still tell because like, oh, there's something in this that isn't clothing.
Yeah. Well, because see, then what they did is they took some of the box and they just tossed a box in the box.
Yeah.
But I remember one year I was looking and I could not find a video game. Like none of these are video games. I got no video games this year. Darn, I'm not gonna be mad because there's still presents for something, but I don't know what they are. But the games I was wanting, Shadows of the Empire or whatever else it was, like I'm like, darn, I don't know how I'm gonna get these now because I'm a kid. I don't have income. I can't just go buy these $60 games, And back then, usually you get a game, you had that game for that year.
Yeah. Like that was the one that you asked for this year.
Yeah, like I didn't have all that. Like my whole Super Nintendo library and Nintendo 64 library, like I could have just sitting right here in front of me. Like it's not that vast.
Yeah.
Nowadays, I feel like maybe it's because I'm an adult too, but
Well,
I have a lot more games.
Usually,
And luckily,
like
some of them are digital, or else I don't know where I put them all.
Yeah.
yeah, usually the only time I'd get a new game was like birthday or Christmas, and like in between there, it would be like if you found something at Rinks for cheap,
But the one year that I couldn't find a game, I remember there was this one box that when I opened it, you open it up, and inside of it, all you saw was popcorn, right?
Like the
Not the edible popcorn, but the styrofoam
packing filler?
packing stuff, right? And then I had to dig into it. And digging into it, I found a game. I'm like, oh, they tricked me. And then like I dug into it more, and there was like 4 games in there. Like instead of me getting like 1 game or 2 games where I found it, like my grandma like got me like 4 games, like all at once in a box, tricked me, and I was so surprised. And I played games all night.
I would have dumped that shit out to make sure I didn't miss one.
It was fun though, like digging in, trying to find like where is it? Is there something more in here? Oh, like that was a really fun moment there. I remember that. So, but anyway, yeah, I guess I was saying like, family wise, like, did your family put out Christmas presents like throughout the time frame and stuff? Like they were always there, or?
For mine, like I had like 12 Christmases every year. But
Yeah.
for the main one, with like in the house that I lived in, like Christmas Eve, 0 presents. You wake up Christmas Day, all the presents.
Oh wow.
So that's how it went.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. That's
Yeah.
what,
The stuff that we got like each other, you would put under the tree whenever you got it. You got it ready.
yeah.
And then, like, the day before Christmas Eve, we would go to, like, both families and exchange gifts. So, like, my grandma would give me a present, and then you would take that present and put that under the tree that night, and you don't open it until Christmas morning as well. And then Santa would come, and that would be the majority of the gifts.
Did you guys ever get to open a present before Christmas Day?
Every once in a while, you would open, like, my grand or godmother and godfather's gift. But generally that was pretty much it. Everything else was for the morning.
I know family-wise, we did one of 2 things. And I don't know if it was because of schedule-wise. Like, I don't know if it was like, well, tomorrow we're going to Grandma's house, But I know some Christmas Eves, my parents would let me and my sister pick out a gift from under the tree, and we could open that gift. But you had to be wise, try to pick the gift, like, which one you're going to pick, You had to pick one. But there were other Christmas Eves where we opened all of our gifts, And then Santa came that night, and then we'd have the Santa gift on the next day. But that may have also been because, like I said, maybe it's like we've got to go to Grandma's house. We don't have time. You don't have 2 hours to open presents or whatever. We need to get up, get ready, head up, and do that kind of stuff. So,
Yeah. I think that part of my, like, growing up and stuff and Christmas and the holidays and stuff like that, like, the only time we went to, like, family reunions and stuff like that was Thanksgiving. We would drive across the state, and maybe that's because like my extended family lived so far away. It was like a 3-hour drive to get there. So like Christmas was always just at home, only at home. Like, we didn't go anywhere or like visit with friends or anything.
gotcha.
So I can understand, but also not. when you say like, oh, I had like 10 Christmases. To me, that seems great, but as I get older, I understand like, no, I just want to stay home.
It's not great.
It's not great.
Eric, did you answer the question?
Yep.
Okay. Fast Traxel, what was your favorite Christmas gift ever? I have one from when I was a kid and then one from when I was adult. So I guess I can go first.
Okay.
When I was a kid, I was usually always sick, but I was also usually always especially sick on Christmas. And there was one year I was so sick on Christmas, and like I wasn't excited at all, like just so sick. I was probably, I don't know, like 8 maybe a little younger, but and Mom was a single mom at the time, so there wasn't like a lot of gifts or anything.
Yeah.
But she gave me the rental place where I would rent like the NES games closed.
Yeah.
And like she was able to buy some of them
Oh,
from,
nice.
like when they were closing. And she gave me a copy of Low G-Man, which has always been one of my favorite games. And I remember like opening that up. It was like I felt so much better,
Yeah.
and like was able to enjoy Christmas. So that was fun. And then as an adult, Maggie got me a board game called Warriors of God. And it wasn't so much that it was the board game, but like what she had to do to find the board game, because it was out of print. So like she had to make an account on Board Game Geek, and she
Yeah.
had to like find people who had it and were willing
Should
to
have
sell it or
scoured
trade
the
it or whatever.
planet.
And so like she finally found someone in Germany, and like was able to get it and ship it here. So I really appreciated all the steps she went through in order to get that.
And that was for a board game?
Yeah.
Nice.
I don't know. My favorite one may have been the one I mentioned with the game one, 'cause that's the one I remember the most. Like, I remember different things before and stuff. Like I remember a bike at one point and stuff, but I think my most excited was just that. Like I went from I'm not getting any games this year to like opening up and it was more games than I usually got. And I was like,
Yeah.
oh my god, it was so exciting.
From childhood, mine might be the Ninja Turtles New York playset. So it had like on the top, it had like a city street, and you could have the bus, and you could have fights and stuff up there.
Yeah.
And then you could go down the manhole into the sewer, and you have like the where they hang out, like their lair. That was probably my favorite like thing that I just couldn't believe I had gotten. I loved that. As an adult, I mean, I'm cheating, but because this is technically Jancy's gift, but it's Obi. We got him Christmas Eve last year as like our Christmas gift. So I had to cheat and say Obi.
That was Jancy's gift, as you saying?
Technically, I got it for her. I got Obi for her, but
But he was also
he's
for
both
you.
of ours. Yeah.
I can't think of like which is my favorite present from being an adult, but I can pretty certainly say that my favorite present as a kid was a Daisy Powerline 880 BB gun.
I don't know why, but I was gonna say Calvin's favorite gift's probably a gun.
A gun.
And it was.
It absolutely is.
That's my thought in my head.
Because you know him
It was
well.
my first BB gun, and man, I used that thing so much I wore it out 4 times,
Yeah.
and I kept taking it apart and rebuilding it and replacing seals and pins and screws and stuff like that. Like I wore it out, but it was still like I could shoot a fly from 30 yards accurate. Like it was really good.
A fly from 30 yards?
Yeah.
You couldn't do it with an assault gun.
With an assault gun?
That's not. Well, it was an assault gun. But it was assault gun.
Yeah, because it doesn't stay together. It's not a single projectile. And salt barely has any mass. It's
The
very
thing-
light,
Sorry.
low velocity. Sorry, go ahead.
No, the thing that I wished like Christmas moved earlier or Christmas break moved later, because like you'd have some Christmas break and it'd be wasted because like you'd open the new games on Christmas, and you wouldn't have as much time to play them before school came back.
Yeah.
That always bothered me.
Bothered
Like
you?
it wasn't so much of an issue for what?
He said,
Well, I
he said,
said
that always
it
bothered
wasn't-
me. He goes, bothered you.
It wasn't so much of an issue with me because us kids always took our Christmas break when Dad took his vacation, which was normally sometime between Thanksgiving and Christmas. But we still only had like 3 or 4 days sometimes around Christmas to play with the toys before we had to go back to schoolwork and stuff.
Gotcha.
And I can definitely commiserate with public school kids
Okay. Makes sense.
because that sucked.
Yeah. I don't know. I feel like we had, what, till the second or third usually we went back to school?
I
Right?
think so, yeah.
So there's like there's like a week there.
There was some time, but there could have been more time.
Well, yeah, I guess so.
There should have been more time.
I suppose you're correct, Rick.
Like, to my way of thinking, you should like get off school like a few days before Christmas Eve, so that you can like really start getting into the mood of like, oh, Christmas lights up at the house, and Mom brought out the special glasses with all the like Christmas stuff on them.
You had special glasses?
We did for a while. We hardly ever put them out because they were such a pain to wash. Like you
Oh.
hand wash only, and you couldn't use anything abrasive, otherwise the chalk paint and stuff would come off.
Okay.
So
Have you guys decorated?
At my house, no.
No.
Yes.
I put up some lights.
I was more curious, I guess. Like, I figured me and Rick, especially with the kids, we've probably decorated and done stuff. But I wasn't sure if you guys do.
Even when I was a kid, we
Well,
didn't
I have
do
a
it until
Carmen.
like 2 weeks before. I mean, I know we're getting there. We're close to 2 weeks before, I guess, right now, right? But I might put it out this weekend.
My mom would always be pissed because, like, deer hunting season was around Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
and like, she wanted to decorate like the day after Thanksgiving,
Yeah.
but she always had to wait until all the hunters left because there were
Yeah.
just hunters in the house, you know.
Sure.
For-
Just
How long do you
Who are all
guys
these
usually
people?
leave them up? Like my mom's thing was that she was thought like when people would put it up on Thanksgiving, she's like, it's ridiculous to have these up 1/12 of the year.
yeah.
Christmas is on one day.
Yeah, I don't know. I've started, like, as I've gotten to a point, I think it was around Radio Shack when I was working there. Like, I don't like the Christmas season starting before Thanksgiving.
Yeah.
But, like, after Thanksgiving, I'm okay with it from, like, that day till, like, right after Christmas.
True. And I understand the utility. It's the same reason as the winter solstice or every other holiday that takes place during the winter. Because winter fucking sucks and you need something to look forward to. And it's the spirit of Christmas because it's cold and shitty and I hate it, you know? So you have to, like, you have to, like, associate that feeling, that weather, with something nice, which is something like Christmas. You know? Like, that's why every ritual in the winter does that.
I guess.
You know, like you just
I
gotta
guess
make it
sucks.
last.
I love it.
I
You
like
gotta make it
winter
last, but
way
it's
more
just a
than I
day,
like summer.
you
I'll
know?
tell you that.
Huh?
The good thing about winter and cold is that you can put more on, but I can only
Exactly.
take off so much when I'm hot.
Exactly.
True.
yeah, that's
Especially
why
when
I
you're at
much
the
prefer
office,
the
Aaron.
cold.
Especially then.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Here
'cause
at work, you guys get mad when I take off too much because I'm hot.
Yeah, because we can't put it on YouTube or Twitch. Nipples
You're always like, look at it, look at it.
shaking.
At
Like,
least there's a table there blocking most of it.
Yeah, true.
So, but I don't know. Yeah, I don't know. I like because it's the same thing too. Like music all year round is fine, but Christmas music is only good for X amount of time.
Yeah.
You know, so like I tried to like right after Thanksgiving, like that's when music. I'm okay with music starting. Decorating that way it's up and it has like a festive feel and everything too for a while because at least that way it's there. And then once it's gone, you're like, wow, man, well, no more Christmas music now. I can't listen to that. So I try to like the 4 weeks before or whatever. I'm okay with that happening.
Sure.
The only Christmas song I can tolerate outside of Christmas is like the dun 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 dun. Like that one I can get into. The rest of them have a month shelf limit at most.
Sure.
I don't know. There's lots of them I like. There's lots. I have a playlist now I made, but it's only like 4.5 hours long.
Only.
Only.
Yeah.
Damn.
Huh.
Well, I mean, it's only 4.5 hours long of music for a month.
Yeah.
You know, that's all I listen to for a month is 4.5 hours of music. Overall, it's not that long, as opposed to like Spotify did this new time capsule thing, where like it takes like the year you were born and that kind of stuff, and like when you lived, and like puts music that you would have grown up with in that timeline. Now, it might not be music you like necessarily because it'll have all
It's just music from a date.
Yeah.
rather
Yeah,
than-
it almost doesn't matter though. A lot of people have talked about like even if you didn't like a certain genre of music, you hear it whenever it was during your your high school years. It takes you back, even if you didn't like it.
The songs that I didn't like, I didn't listen to, so they don't take me back. They just take me to a different place that I'm confused.
But yeah, no, it has like a lot of mine on Time Capsule has had like Eminem in it, Linkin Park and stuff too. But it's also had like NSYNC, Backstreet Boys, Britney Spears, because I lived through them being around too. But then it's also hit up like Metallica and different things too that I didn't really listen to when I was a kid,
Yeah,
So there's some songs I'm like, what the hell is this song?
sure.
And I've never heard it before. But there's other ones like, I remember this, it takes me back.
You ever do those lists that like you can listen to music that has 0 views or 0 listens? And it's like you only like you are the first person to listen to this track.
What?
Yeah.
On what? On Spotify?
On Spotify.
I've never
Actually,
done that.
I just saw this thing 2 days ago. I think it was on Internet is Beautiful on Reddit, and it was it takes you to a random Twitch streamer with 0 viewers. So I hit the button, watched it, and like as soon as I popped on, some kid playing Fortnite. I was like, oh my god, there's a stream. Hi, will you go to my Twitter and follow me on Twitter and on Instagram, please, right now?
And you
Oh
left.
my god, and I left.
I've done that with like raids.
Yeah.
So like different rating of
Yeah.
like lower viewed streamers, and then they're like, "Oh my gosh, thank you!"
Yeah.
Like they've jumped from like 5 to 200 or something crazy.
And I should say too, it was a kid. It was like probably a 14-year-old kid playing Fortnite.
Really?
It wasn't like a guy. I went to another one. There was a guy, and he was relatively entertaining. I think he was playing Call of Duty Zombies or something. But at one point, he looks down. He's like, "Huh," and the guy he's playing was like, "What?" It's like, "I got 9 whole viewers." Like, holy shit, you're famous. Yeah. They just kept playing. So I don't know. There was something cool about seeing that. But there is a Spotify version of that, which is listen to music that no one's ever listened to. Most of it for good reason. But every once in a while, I was like, oh, this is cool.
That's kind of cool. Yeah, I've never looked at that one. That's really kind of neat. I like
Yeah.
that.
Cody asks, instead of gifts you've gotten, what's the favorite gift you were able to get your parents and or siblings? For me, one year, I got like a rock tumbling kit, and I used it to polish like a bunch of stones, and then I turned those stones into jewelry, and I gave them to like the women in the family, and my great, just one great, my great grandmother wore.
She's not that great. Just great.
She's okay.
The one butterfly pin that I made her like all the time, and I always felt like really happy about that. I forget how old I was. So that one comes to mind.
I really can't think of too much. Like, there's one time, but I don't think it was for Christmas. I want to say it was for like Mother's Day or something. Me and my sister went in and got it was like I don't know what the hell it was. It was made of wood for the kitchen. You could hang wine glasses on it. It had drawers and stuff for like knives and spoons and stuff like that. It was like a storage thing, but I don't know what to call it.
A hutch.
I don't know if it was a hutch though, because they have a hutch in the dining room.
I have another hutch.
But this went in the kitchen, and they stored like their kitchen-y stuff on it. But we got that for her, and she was like, "This is great," and she liked it. I think, I don't know, or she just said thank you. I
After
don't know.
Christmas, you just threw it out in the backyard.
No, it's still there. She uses it. She stores lots of stuff on it, but
Oh, she must like it then.
I guess yeah.
Sees it every
But
day.
I remember that. I don't really remember anything else. I have no idea of anything I ever got my sister.
Yeah.
I can't think of a single thing.
I
Got her
my
Stitches one time.
got my nephews last
For
year.
Christmas?
No, I don't think so.
Oh,
Last year I got my nephews a Nintendo Switch. 'Cause
yeah.
they haven't had anything like that before, so they got a Switch and then they borrowed a bunch of games, and I think they still have them.
They borrowed your games.
Yeah.
Yeah.
No, nothing I can really think of off the bat. My grandma Whiteley, every single year would give you just sheets.
Yeah.
It's a new pair of sheets, like a nice pair of sheets.
Yeah.
I don't think I've ever bought a pair of sheets myself. I've only just always had like, well, I got to change my sheets. Let's go up the top of my closet. I just have like packaged king size sheets up there that I still haven't opened. So I'll use this one.
You just throw away the ones on the bed and put a new one on.
No.
Now, that's another one of my favorite gifts that I've gotten is my mom's mom, when I was young, she made me a quilt, and it had, like, dinosaurs on it.
Yes.
And, like, I did it until I wore it out. And then she made me
Yeah.
another one.
Yeah.
And then when Evie was born, I had her make one for her, too. So, like, we still have one in the house.
That's nice.
My parents always made quilts. Like, my dad would do the sewing, I think. Like, they made quilts and they'd set up the patterns and stuff. And I think my mom would do the patterns. And then my dad would, like, sew the little squares together and everything.
Yeah.
Yeah.
And then they would put it up on, like, a quilt rack. And then my mom would do there were, like, these strings, this yarn that would go, like,
Through it and tie.
and back up and then tie. And then my mom would do that. So, like, they would, like, my mom did this and my dad did this. And they did this and my mom did that. And then they would make a quilt and they'd give it to people.
Sure.
So I had a quilt for a long time that fell apart when I was a kid that they had made.
That's cool. Yeah, my mom always, like, normally it was last year's, like, top sheets.
Mhm.
Like, the fitted sheets we always used on our bed, but the top sheets we never used. We just had blankets and stuff.
Yeah,
so
I never used.
she would take last year's top sheets, and she would make blankets from those. Just put, like, polyfill sheeting in between.
Yeah.
And I always love those blankets. I still have 2 of them on my bed right now.
Is polyfill whatever stuff? Is that like a weird foam?
It's
thing?
like the white stringy
The white-
cotton looking
yeah,
stuff.
okay.
Yeah.
It's like it's like a white cotton blanket, but it falls apart really easily.
Yeah.
So you put
so
it
you put it
something.
inside something,
Okay,
and it's
yeah.
like
That was
insulation.
what was in our quilts too
Yeah.
that my parents did.
So she always made blankets from our old sheets, and then like the next year, we would get sheets and a blanket, and then we would just wait until those top sheets became a blanket too. So I always really liked those.
Captain Cold asks, what's your guys' least favorite present? Something you got you really didn't want and were upset.
Upset.
Can't think of anything that made me upset.
Can't think of any.
No, I
No.
wasn't.
Even I
No,
mean, I was the
I'll
type
tell
of kid
you.
like even if you don't
Oh.
like something, you go, "Oh, thanks."
I'll tell you.
I-
Any Christmas card I ever get that has glitter,
Yeah.
that gets me upset.
Glitter. Yeah, I get you.
I remember my sister being mad one year, which was she had gotten Barbie dolls, and like I would get video games, right? I would get like a $60 video game, and my parents always like tried to like share where like common pricing was kind of done on both sides. So if I got like a $60 video game, she got like $60 worth of Barbies. However, I would open my games and be able to play them. Hers were for collecting.
Oh.
And I remember one year she was like, Barbies, it's another Barbie. All I ever get are Barbies. Because she never got to open them and play with them. She just
Yeah.
got all these things to put on shelves and look at.
Yeah.
And she was so frustrated
And
at
she
it.
didn't like that.
Yeah, like, I forget how old we were, but
Yeah.
I remember that being a thing. She's like, all I ever get are Barbies.
Oh.
So, like, she liked the Barbies, but she wanted something to play with and have fun
Yeah.
with. And she's looking at me, and I'm like, ha ha, yeah. And she's like, no.
Yeah.
Why were you antagonizing her? Dancing in front
I'm
of her
just
with a
like,
game.
oh, I got this game. No, I didn't do that.
Oh, I know.
Surfright asks, what's your go-to Christmas movie? Mine
It's
now.
a Wonderful Life.
I just watched it last year's. Claus from Netflix.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's called Claws, Rick.
Is it Claus? I
It-
don't think
Is there
so.
an E on the end?
There isn't.
Oh, I think it's Klaus then.
It's most likely Claus, but it could be Klaus. I haven't watched it, so I don't know.
It's Claus.
I'm pretty sure they call him Klaus in the movie.
I think it's Claus.
I mean,
I don't know. I've never seen it.
Claus is spelled the CL way. This starts with a K. So
I don't
could go
know
either
if
way.
I
Depends what they say in the movie, though. So, but yeah, I would assume it's Claus. Favorite Christmas movie? I do love like Die Hard and Gremlins, but I usually don't watch them actually for Christmas. Probably Home Alone is like one of my favorites. If not that, then probably Santa Claus with Tim Allen. So good.
Mm-hmm.
I like both of those a lot.
Yeah, I really like that one.
I mean, I had to default to A Christmas Story for mine, just because we just kept the TV on TBS throughout the entire day. Like, even if we're not in the living room or whatever, you just would hear it because it played 24 hours,
Mm-hmm.
So, or TNT. Was it TNT or was it TBS? I can't remember now. Either way, it was always A Christmas Story. Didn't feel like Christmas until you watched that movie out of sequence throughout the day.
Yeah, for 24 hours. That movie for me, I don't know. I'm glad people like it.
Yeah.
But that one always annoyed me because it was always on nonstop,
Yeah.
and I want to watch the good movies. They just put this on every year. And I
You
get so
change the
frustrated.
channel.
But it was on like 3 channels. It's like TBS, TNT, and something else. Like
Well,
they
there
just
was
have it
that-
on nonstop. I'm
There was
like,
that on one
"Ah."
channel nonstop. There was It's a Wonderful Life was on another channel nonstop.
Always watch that Christmas Eve,
Yeah.
like late with my Uncle Mike, Yeah. At
We
my
always-
grandma's house.
We always watch A Christmas Story, and Muppet Christmas Carol, and a bunch of the Rankin Bass,
Yeah, we
that
watched a
what they-
bunch of Rankin Bass.
Rankin Bass.
What's Rankin Bass?
like
The claymation.
Rudolph.
oh,
Rudolph
okay.
and the claymation
With Yukon
ones.
Cornelius.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Whatever, right? And the elf wants to be a
Silver and
dentist.
gold.
Yeah. Okay, I remember that.
Yeah.
Rudolph.
The Grinch Who Stole Christmas, of course, is a huge one. Even
The original or Jim Carrey?
Well, the
or-
original, even though I like the Jim
one
Carrey
with
one.
with the like the slate animation and
Yeah.
narration stuff. Yeah.
The one with the original. You're a mean,
You're a mean one, Mr. Grinch.
That's such a good
Yeah,
song. I love that
that's a
song.
great one.
It's on my.
And then
Christmas
the more
Yeah.
recent, recent-ish, but Elf. I think Elf is a classic Christmas movie. My nephew Hunter, when he was a kid, he watched Elf all the time, like Christmas or not. So
Just
there's
Elf?
a point where I'm like, I've seen it too many times, never gonna watch it again. But
Huh.
I recently rewatched it a couple of years ago. I'm like, man, this one's really good. So I watch Elf a lot.
I've never seen it.
I've seen it once.
I never know when to watch Nightmare Before Christmas, so I just usually never watched it.
It's not a Halloween movie.
That's the type of movie I never felt like I needed to wait until Halloween or Christmas. I just watch it if I wanted to watch it.
You just watch it in November,
Yeah,
like in between.
sure. I kind of feel that way about like Home Alone too, though.
No, Home
Like
Alone's
technically,
Christmas.
yeah, it has Christmas in it, and the second one does
One and
too.
two.
But when I was a kid, I watched it year round. I didn't watch,
Year
so I just,
round?
Yeah, so I just never really thought about it being a holiday movie, though it makes sense.
Yeah, the third one.
But I feel the same way about Die Hard and Gremlins.
Yeah.
You know?
They happen.
Great.
They happen in the season, but
Yeah,
like it's about terrorists and gremlins, not about Christmas.
There's Christmas music playing.
there is, but there's also Christmas music
Like,
playing
I
in
think
Lethal
they-
Weapon.
I think they drive away, and it's like the
Is Lethal
weather
Weapon a Christmas
outside
movie?
is the first one is, yeah. They
It's
fight.
a Christmas
They
movie.
tackle each other into a Christmas tree, Calvin. Yes.
It happens in
There's
a
nothing that
Christmas.
screams Christmas more than two men fighting into a
is
Christmas
Santa
tree.
in it?
Then
Then it's not a Christmas movie. You had to have Santa. And you
Huh?
might say, well, there's no Santa in A Christmas Story. Yeah, there is. They go to the mall. There's the slide.
little boy?
Ho, ho.
there
No,
might have
shoot
been
your
a,
eye out, kid.
there might have been a Santa. I can't remember.
Actually,
It's been so
wasn't there
long.
a Santa at the Christmas party?
I think
Yeah,
it
there
was.
probably was.
I started
but-
to look up trying to find if there was a Santa somewhere.
But still, the focus of the movie isn't Christmas. It happens in the Christmas season.
Is that what the rule has to be? Is the focus has to be Christmas?
I think so. In order for it to be a Christmas movie, otherwise it's an action movie that has Christmas in it.
So what movies allow that to be the main focus then? Does that mean that takes Home Alone off the table then, right?
I mean,
they're
I
leaving
watched it
because
year
of
round
Christmas.
also. So
They
I
left because of Christmas, but the main focus of the movie wasn't Christmas.
It was
this
thieves.
Kid who didn't want it's this kid who didn't want his parents and family anymore.
I got you, though. It was his Christmas wish.
It wasn't his Christmas wish. It wasn't. I'm trying to think of like Christmas movies then that wouldn't be Christmas because they're not like solely about Christmas. The Christmas of the Cranks is about Christmas because the whole point of it is they're trying to put together a Christmas. They weren't gonna have a Christmas.
I
The whole
haven't seen
point
it.
of that one.
I don't know.
But I don't know.
I don't know. That's just my opinion.
Is Frosty the
if you
Snowman-
prefer movies like that,
About Christmas?
like I still like all of those movies.
I don't know.
Frosty the Snowman?
Yeah, like the animated.
I don't think it is.
Frosty the Snowman.
Yeah, but I don't think it's about Christmas though.
Not,
right?
not really.
I don't think there's any actual Christmas. Nothing in it. It's just during winter.
Like Rudolph is obviously about Christmas.
Yeah, because he's got to like, get to Santa and see
Santa's
a
there.
sleigh tonight and fight an abominable snowman and
No, Santa was in Frosty.
He
Was he?
was.
Yeah,
But Santa's
Frosty came
also-
to the children after Frosty melted.
but it's still not about Christmas though. Just Santa just came and saved the day.
Well, it's
I mean, that's
Santa's in it, it's
Christmas.
Christmas.
So
That
Santa's
is
there-
Christmas
so
to a
Santa's-
T.
if
Santa
Santa's-
came to
it's-
save the day.
That's
Yeah,
Oh.
that's
Santa
I
Claus
feel
versus
like
the
that's a pretty
Martians
good
is a
standard.
Christmas
but
movie.
that's not about that though, right?
What's
Like,
this movie that's not that's not a Christmas movie that does a Santa?
I guarantee there's a Santa somewhere in
I mean,
something.
what
and it
about
has
Fat
nothing to do
Man?
with Christmas.
Huh?
What about Fat Man?
Fat Man.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I haven't seen it yet, but is it about
I mean,
Christmas?
they released it during the Christmas season.
I don't know. That doesn't make it a Christmas movie though, right?
I don't know.
Wonder Woman is a Christmas movie.
No, see, that's my point. But yeah, like Fat Man, I haven't seen it yet. But like, is that about Christmas or is just like, well, Santa, we're gonna use him and fight something or another? I don't know. I don't know what it's about, but it could be. Might not be.
I'm gonna say if a movie has Santa in it as Santa, not just like a guy dressed up like Santa.
So Bad Santa is not a Christmas movie.
Oh, it's definitely a Christmas movie. But I'm not saying
why don't
that
you make a
all
poll, Aaron?
Christmas movies must have Santa. I'm saying every movie that has Santa is a Christmas movie.
So if it has a real Santa, it's a Christmas movie.
Yeah.
So Rise of the Guardians is a Christmas movie.
I could see that being a Christmas movie.
Okay, it takes place all year round though.
Sure.
Make
Okay.
a poll, Aaron.
Well, the spirit of Christmas should be with us year round. Aaron.
Yeah, but it's mainly focused on Jack Frost.
I'm joking. I haven't even seen it. I was just joking.
Rise of the Guardians is really good though. I like that movie a lot. But it's about like Santa and the Easter Bunny and like the Sandman, Tooth Fairy.
It's like
Wasn't that just
Holiday
Santa Claus
Avengers,
2?
right?
No. Santa Claus 2 was about the Mrs. Claus, where like within the contract he had to get a Mrs.
It's
was
the
the Mrs.
Santa Claus, right?
Yeah, there was. Well, this was the Mrs. Claus. If he didn't
Yeah.
get a Mrs. Claus, then the clause would mean that he couldn't be Santa anymore.
Yeah.
And then the third one, Jack Frost came in and tried to screw shit up.
Yeah.
All
There
right.
was 4, wasn't there? That was 4th with Martin Short or whatever?
No, there's only 3.
Which was the one with the clone?
That
I
was
think-
3.
I don't think I've ever seen anything past the first one.
You never saw 2? 2's really good. 3's okay. But Martin Short plays as like Jack Frost, and he's trying to like undermine Santa.
I feel like that's 4.
It might have been 2 had a clone.
There, 4?
Maybe
Actually,
it was
2 had the clone because he had to leave.
Yeah,
to go
no,
get
it
a
was
wife.
2. Yeah, you're right. Okay. I haven't seen the
only,
third.
There's 3 Santa Clauses. I know there's 3. There's not 4.
Okay.
Okay.
Quite certain it's not 4. But I think
Yeah, now that you said it,
he left. To
Mrs.
get his
Claus
wife,
was-
They had a clone, and then the third one, the main thing. So in the second one, he had to stop his clone,
yeah.
and then the third one, he had to stop Jack Frost.
Yeah, I haven't seen 3.
They're all on Disney Plus. They're really good.
I've seen 1 and 2. I loved 1 and 2.
Come on.
Yeah.
Yeah. Okay. I should look at chat. Clones 2. I'm sorry.
Are we ready to move on from Christmas stuff to some other questions that are not Christmas related?
4K HDR.
Is Polar Express Christmas? I've never seen it.
Yeah, it's a
Yeah.
Christmas movie.
Okay. I have no idea what it's about. So I just know there's a train.
Yeah, it's Christmas.
I know 2 things about it. There's a train. Tom Hanks loves hot chocolate. That's all I know.
We got it.
We got. That's on my Spotify list. That's
Yeah,
how I knew
you
it.
haven't even seen it.
I guess it's great. I love this song. What is this?
So now when you watch it for the first time, you can sing along with it.
Chocolate. Here we only got one rule. Okay. Sorry, Rick.
No, it's okay.
No,
Do we want
no,
to
let it
move
cool.
on, or do we have anything else Christmas related?
Is Star Wars Holiday Special a Christmas movie?
It's a life
Sure.
day.
Yeah. Life Day.
It's a
Is
Life
it?
Day
Yeah.
movie.
But there's no Christmas. There's no Santa.
Yeah.
I mean, there's
Sure.
gift giving and there's Life Day.
Yep.
I just wonder if it's like a Christmas movie though. That's what I was wondering.
It's a holiday movie.
In
Holiday
universe,
special.
it's a holiday movie. Yeah.
Does that count?
If someone counted it, I wouldn't be like, "You fucking idiot," you know.
Yeah.
But if they didn't, I wouldn't be like, "I don't care."
But I can't count Lethal Weapon.
Uh, You can count
I mean,
Lethal
if-
Weapon.
Okay, cool.
Yeah,
Alright.
that's fine.
We're good
If
then.
you want to, I'm not saying that
Yay.
anybody's opinion
Lethal
is
Weapon,
wrong.
Die Hard,
I just,
Gremlins. I'm tossing them in.
I don't see it as a Christmas movie personally.
There's some miracles in that.
Yeah. So how he
Lethal
had
Weapon
so
or
many
Die
bullets in his gun and never
Both, there's
reloaded.
some miracles on both.
Lethal
of those.
Weapon, is it on Christmas or is it just around Christmas?
Both.
It's not just
One
one
of
day.
them,
Yeah.
It's over a few days.
one
Yeah.
of them is.
I think it
Right?
ends on Christmas Eve.
I think it does.
Okay. Gotcha. No, I don't have any more Christmas stuff.
Okay.
I did have not best thing in the week, but me and Janci took Obi to the park. We always his favorite game in the entire world is just you find a stick, throw it, he goes and gets it. Right? Obviously,
Fetch.
he absolutely loves it.
I think they call that fetch.
True, but fetch usually means get it and take it back. Obi grabs it and runs as fast
Yeah.
as he can away from
Oh
it.
yeah.
No, this is mine.
It starts as fetch and then it
Yeah.
turns into
He
Keep
doesn't
away.
want you.
Can't catch me.
He doesn't want you to take it back. He wants you to throw it, but don't take it from him.
right.
Yeah.
But then how do you throw it?
It's a contradiction. in his
It's
little
the
puppy
first
mind.
one that counts.
Contradiction is.
But
the
it was so funny. So I was doing that for a bit, and then Janci at one point it landed near here. She picked up the stick. She's not the best thrower. She kind of winds up, and I'm kind of like 45 degrees this way, and this looks like she's meant to throw it straight over Obi's head, but she just throws it, and it hits right in the face. 360 degrees, anywhere would be fine. She's like,
Janci,
oh my god, what have I done?
Jancy's in chat right now and he's like, oh, he's telling a story.
So wait,
Great.
was it a joke, or were you saying like she's not a great thrower? It's like throwing.
She
incompetence?
absolutely did not mean to throw it at my face.
Okay.
She meant to throw it anywhere but my face or Obi's face, and just like she just like did that.
One of those two targets.
Yeah, you know what I'm saying? That kind of throw where it's like this. You know, you don't like reach back and then follow through. It was kind
Okay.
of just like a this,
'Cause I
and it
could
just like
also-
fell off at the angle of her finger, right in the face, and I kind of like.
Because
You
I
should've
could see
cut
it
it in your
being
teeth.
like a ha ha. And,
No.
Oh shit! I didn't mean to actually hit you in the face. I'm
No,
sorry.
it was not that.
You should have cut it in your teeth, Eric.
I should have. I really should have.
Just turn
I
your-
should have
just
thought
snap
that
your
that
head
was gonna
sideways
happen.
and
Yeah, it was quite shocking, but I just thought it was hilarious.
yeah, we've had some snow in Ohio. It didn't last long, only a couple days.
We've had one snow,
Yeah.
and it was mild here anyway.
We've
although
had it. It has snowed like 2 or 3 times. It's only actually stuck good once.
At Calvin's parents, they got quite a bit more than we
Yeah,
did
they
in
got
town.
like 6
Yeah.
inches of
Yeah.
snow. But we just got like 1 or 2 maybe.
Vanatu. I think we had 2 inches. Yeah. It was nice to
Boba.
have some.
I had to sweep a part of my yard because Obi refused to pee.
because of the
Whenever it was
snow.
Swept your
I
yard.
swept it. Because, dogs naturally want to pee like on grass. Just
Yeah.
that texture, And he was just a puppy. Last time it was snowy. He doesn't, he wasn't even trained then. So that day when we woke up and it was snowy, we took him out and he kind of looked at it and looked back at me. He's like, what the fuck is this? I like put him out on there and he just like stood and like sunk in it. And he's like, well, this is bullshit. I ain't pissing ever again. So I had to like, go get like a broom and like sweep it. So that he's like, oh, there's grass in here. Oh, God. Oh.
Instead of sweeping it, if he needs to poop, you just need to put some of this carpet on there.
Yeah.
Boop!
Funny if he like goes out and then he starts, but he's like on ice and he just slowly his legs just.
Like he's melting the snow underneath of him.
Well, because lots of times like they do one or two things, right? They usually like just kind of spread out, or they like hike for like a tree or something like
Yeah.
that.
They squatter hike.
It'd just
yeah.
be funny if he's just there and he just starts sliding apart. He's just
Every other dog I've ever had has always like lifted their leg and peed on something. But Obi just like, he kind of does that. He kind of just like leans forward and just pisses. Like
Little
straight onto
dogs
the
do that
ground.
a lot
little,
more, I
Little
think.
dogs, I guess, just do that.
big dogs usually do a leg hike.
Yeah.
Yeah, because they can get it further away from their body more efficiently that way.
I guess I don't know.
Have you
But
seen
yeah.
the dogs that walk along on their front feet while their back feet are up in the air and they're
They
just
piss.
pissing?
And then it's like
What?
walk.
Yeah, they just walk on their front paws and they just piss
There's
everywhere.
a video of a dog that does it for like 100 yards.
Yeah, he's pissing while he's walking, like on this sidewalk.
It makes you want to have like music in the background, like like circus music.
Is that circus? Dog pees doing handstand. It's like a little pug.
Yeah.
Do you want me to show it?
Reaction without reference.
I'll make
Hang
it big. There, you see
All right.
it?
Are you ready?
Yeah, you want to hit play?
Yeah, you can hit play. I still got your scores from last time.
He's like, fuck it.
He's like, He's like a turret. What the hell are you doing, man?
He's just going.
Yeah.
Don't you wish you could do that?
Do a handstand and pee?
Melanie would hate me if I could do that. Dude, he's still.
He goes a long way.
How much pee this little dog got?
He's
Look at it.
60% water.
He's like, this is my territory everywhere.
The internet is such a great thing.
This is ridiculous. Now we're just looking
Truly
at
the
his
best
butthole.
of us and the worst of us.
We're just zoomed in on a butthole.
Oh,
Okay.
I'm glad we're not streaming that.
There you go.
Yeah, I took it off. Boba Skywalker. No question. Just want to say thanks. Got my Clan Blind Wave merch just in time for the final 2 episodes. This is the way.
Hey, nice.
This is the way. Yeah, you can get that over at blindwave.net. Head over to the shop.
What one did you get, Boba? Did you get the black T-shirt or a sweater or navy? I like the navy. I like the black too. Notebook. The notebook's great.
I thought he was done. He kept going.
What?
His damn dog.
Quit watching
Yeah,
the dog
I'm
pee.
sorry.
Hey, like
I'm
we
like-
said, he goes a while.
I was so curious as to when it was going to stop.
It just keeps going.
Harry Parther. Hey, Rick, any chance to get Weathering with You onto the movie poll? It's directed by the same person that did Your Name. It's always possible. Maybe someday.
Weathering with you.
Weathering with You, yeah. I want to get Redline winning.
Boba got the black short sleeve, so he got like the shirt I'm wearing.
Nice.
All right, Eric. Better ship that up. Send it to him.
He already got it.
Hey, I'm going to say, for peeing wise, Alicia's like, focus on aiming properly, Aaron. Poor Melanie and Ayla with you and all the boys. For safety reasons, I've sat down for years now. Like, I ain't making no mess.
Yeah.
Melanie
Not
got
that
mad
you
at me.
get
Safety
before.
reasons.
Yeah, you just be safe. Because
I don't wanna
sometimes,
slip and fall.
sometimes you can aim just fine, but it still splashes up a little bit.
Yeah.
I'm not putting up with any of that. I sit down, I pee, done. So,
And you pass this on to your sons.
well, they keep standing up because grandpa and shit.
Yeah.
Yeah.
But no, yeah, I don't know. The one, but no, they do it like Kanan. I think it was Kanan who was like peeing, and like, but instead he's like he's there, and he's just like look what you're doing. Look,
Pay attention.
start doing it all over. Stop.
Dude, teach them the race.
The race.
The race. They'll focus every time.
Like going around the outside like a
No.
like a racetrack?
It's like when you're about halfway that you think you're through, hit the flush button and try to finish before
Oh.
it's flushed down. That's how you get kids to focus. The race. You ever do that?
Huh.
I feel like all men have done that at some point.
I don't think.
Chat, have you ever done that?
I have never done that. I've done that
You're
with toilet
pissing
paper.
and you hit the flush button and you try to finish before.
I've never done this.
Come on, someone tell me.
I've never done.
Nope.
It.
Corner
Nope,
Pokey
never.
has done it.
Let's make a poll.
White Wolf has done it.
White Wolf says every time. Damn.
There's some yeses out here. I'm not crazy.
And that doesn't necessarily need to be a man thing either. Like, women could do that too, right?
No, yes.
Yeah.
Probably.
I just, but it's very visual.
That's
You're
true.
focused. You know.
My mom said one of the hardest things she had to do as a single mom with me was potty training me and teaching me how to pee. She obviously had no idea.
All right. Have you ever raced the
How did that
toilet
work?
flushing versus peeing? Yes, I have. No, never.
Gotcha.
There you go. There's a poll. We'll see how many people.
Mr. Jonas said, doing it now.
No, never done that. I have when I remember being younger, and like in my head I'm thinking like, okay, so pee. I drink water,
Yeah.
and then I pee.
Yeah.
How long
yeah,
does it take?
I've done this.
So like I'll have like a drink while I would be peeing.
Yep.
and see if it
And I'd be like,
makes
all
the
right.
pee longer.
Drink now.
Like in Austin
It
Powers.
stopped. Yeah, like
All right,
I'd be
well-
trying to like feed in water and see if it would come out faster.
All right,
Yeah.
I challenge you guys and everybody that's viewing for next week. I want to report back on your experience with taking the race. Halfway through, maybe like even 40% of the way through. If you feel like you need the time, hit the flush. Let it start flushing. Try to finish before. And if you don't, then you've messed up. You got to flush again.
So this is like the equivalent of when you're trying to get into your door as quick as possible, like
Yep.
you're pretending someone's chasing you.
Yeah.
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 Okay.
And try and be efficient with your time.
Wait, what?
Yeah.
What'd you say,
But-
Rick?
Like, imagine you're being chased and you're going to unlock your door. How quick can you do it?
Yeah.
Like,
Okay, so
put
it's
it in first try, nothing, turn, open, close.
So this is like a precaution thing. Like, okay, how
Yeah.
fast can I get in there
Yeah.
if I was being chased
Yeah.
and someone was gonna kill me? I gotta get inside as
Exactly.
quickly as I can.
Yeah.
So now we're flipping it. We're like, all right, something's inside me, and I gotta.
I have to get it out
I gotta
as quickly as
flush this
possible.
toilet and get it gone as fast as I can.
It's like it's some kind of toxin.
I feel like one of those has like viable life help, where one of them does not.
If somebody's chasing me and I'm going for the front door, I'm not getting out keys. Not to use on the door. I'm just going through the door.
But how are you gonna shut it to keep them out?
I have other means of keeping them out.
Like a log.
Yep.
Okay.
Gotta drop a log right in front of them.
I have a fish in my urethra. I have to flush him.
No, there are little like parasite fish that
could
like
be.
swim up your urethra.
Not in this boy's.
Pintu.
So,
Pintu.
Eric, we had 67% say no, never. It actually was much closer than I thought it would be.
Wow.
Yeah, I'm saying, man, it's a thing.
Okay.
It's like almost exactly
It's a thing.
2 out of 3.
Yeah.
At
I'm
one
happy.
point, it was 69%, and it was very close to ending. But
Yeah,
some
this is a third of our audience.
some race
says they
peers
have done
fucked it up.
Well, a third of our voters.
Yeah.
Only like a little over 100 people.
And I don't even know if half of our viewers have ever even thought about doing it.
I've
Yeah.
not. No.
No.
I've thought of like the thing with putting Cheerios or something that you shoot at the Cheerios.
Like aim practice.
yeah, like that, but not like hurry up and race.
Yeah.
Because what happens if you start trying to push it too far? It just starts going everywhere.
Huh? It's not a fire hose.
Now that pressure can get going,
It
Calvin.
is if you're not holding
It's
it.
going somewhere else.
Yeah. Just let go and pee one time. See what happens. Okay? Just going everywhere.
It
I just love
doesn't
that.
do that.
We have 400 people watching, and this is what's happening.
This is the conversation. we get.
Technology, once again, the internet, man.
Anything can happen.
They chose to watch this instead of the Disney investor call.
Exactly. Quality
Wise choice.
entertainment.
Wise choice.
Dr. T. I've never even used a toilet before.
All right, what was the question?
I already redeemed it long ago.
Was this because of Boba? Thank you, Boba.
Thank you, Bubba.
for
Long
for
ago.
getting that. I think it was what it was.
Alan is cool. Hey, Rick, I know you love chess. Have you ever tried 4-player chess? I had enough trouble growing up to get one opponent to play chess with. So, no, I've never played 4-player chess.
Do you play online chess at all?
I have.
Okay.
I haven't. In,
I know a lot of people that are like obsessed with online chess. Like
Yeah.
they play it all the time.
Like battle chess.
Yeah. Like
No,
they have their
I haven't in a
score.
while,
That-
but
that's
like,
something else. I'm joking.
I've got chess.com app on my phone,
Gotcha.
so like you can take your moves or whatever.
Or auto chess. That's what I meant to say.
I'm no good at it.
I like
That's for
chess.
sure.
It's been a long time since I played chess.
Yeah.
WaveCon,
I don't think
the previous year,
I don't think I
was
played it.
the last time I played chess.
Did you?
There
Yeah.
are other abstract games that are more accessible and take less time that I usually play instead, like the Duke, which Calvin and I played once.
Yeah.
Um, So,
That was fun.
like normally, if I'm sitting down with someone, I'll play one of them, other than chess.
P racing sounds like something Jiraiya would trick you into training. You're exactly right, Gorgonfish.
No, man. Something like Mr. Miyagi would trick you, and you don't realize what the actual meaning is until. you
How
beat it.
is that going to help you, Eric?
Hey, man, that's what Daniel thought.
Yeah. for
No,
action-
tell me. How is that going to help me?
No, I don't need to tell you. That'll ruin the moment.
When
Of when I realized that
when
that it's
finally I'm like,
helping me?
now, Calvin, do it.
When it-
Ah! And then you're like,
Jesus.
It's from Pong for Rick. What ending did you first get in Persona 4? I recently finished Gold and got the worst ending. I'm devastated.
Ooh.
Oof.
I got the best ending, the ultimate ending. But let me tell you, like games that are 100 hours long where you can get a bad ending, that shit sucks.
yeah.
So I feel your pain. But no, I was able to get the ultimate ending the first time through.
Hell, I had a 3-hour stream yesterday in Assassin's Creed Valhalla where I spent the entire time trying to figure out who the traitor in this army was. It was 3 options, and I spent the whole stream trying to figure out who it was. And by the very end, I wasn't even sure if I picked the right person. And they killed him, you know? Like, if I picked the wrong person, that just the person's dead and a traitor's still alive. But I think I got it right.
It's like you in Among Us.
Yeah, exactly.
It is.
Yeah.
Except this one, like, it only affects that match. It doesn't
Yeah.
affect the rest of your game, probably, you know?
Which we did another Reactors Among Us stream like around Halloween. That's finally we're gonna have a highlight of that come out like tonight or tomorrow.
Cool.
On YouTube?
It finally got edited up, so
Cool.
Sweet.
you can look forward to that.
Yes.
As our dragon, who do you think would be the best Jedi to train Grogu?
Ooh.
I really don't know.
I mean, the best one would be Yoda's ghost, because
Yes.
I don't think that like anyone else is going to teach him a fighting style that's going to work for him, other than Yoda,
Yeah.
probably.
You know what? I kind of like the idea of it being Luke, just because I have so clearly the image of Yoda on Luke's shoulders. It'd be funny to have like Luke stand on little baby Groot. Go! This is how I learned.
He's like reversing the roles of what he did.
Honestly,
Could you
I kind of
imagine-
like the idea
Could
of
you
like
imagine him upside down on a handstand and Luke's like sitting on top of him?
That would be amazing.
my favorite version of thinking about what Grogu's training could be like would be like if Mando got a hold of those sacred texts that Rey took
But the sacred
and was just trying to figure it out, but being like, okay, it says you need to open and look within. Are you doing it? And they just like homeschool their way through like a Jedi text. I think that would be the best way that he could learn.
That'd be
Sounds
kind of
pretty good.
And then he could be like half Jedi and half Mando.
I like it.
Should be
Chaz Black
interesting.
Onyx asks, if each member of Blind Wave was summoned as a servant, what class would each of you be summoned in?
I know Aaron's gonna say Archer.
I would hope to be Archer. It would be. That's what my mind would be.
I would probably either be
I
Rider
don't think
or
you've done much archery,
Assassin.
though, have
Rick, I want to ask what single archery thing a character from F-Zero did as the Archer.
you?
From Fate Zero.
From
Single
Zero.
what thing?
The Archer from Fate Zero. What single archery arrow did that person shoot?
I guess that's a good point.
Okay, done. Next person.
He had like a long shot with his bow.
When? What bow?
Which archer are you talking about?
Fate Zero.
Oh,
Zero.
Zero. Okay.
Yeah.
I don't think he's shot a single arrow. At least not himself.
I bet
You know?
he has a bow and arrow in there.
I'm sure.
You don't know that one didn't fire.
I will do the same.
He probably threw a
I
bow
have
at
an
someone.
army of family. They
Yeah.
will do my shooting for me.
Sure.
An army of family.
Army of family. So I think that's what I would do. Is like there were projectiles there, but
Yeah.
I don't recall him like launching them himself.
I'd want to be a Saber or Berserker.
Rick, what about you?
Berserker I think would work. Saber could work too.
Yeah.
I think mine would.
Lancer wouldn't be too bad either. I thought that'd be cool.
Rick would probably be Lancer because he believes truly that the spear is mightier than the sword.
I do.
I mean, I do as well.
but I think I would probably be Berserker.
Oh, just I
Probably.
got you.
I don't know.
I think about Arcmaster being a caster. For
Rick, you could be a caster.
I could
You
be a
could be-
caster. That's true. But
Yeah.
I can remember, like, our karate dojo went to another karate dojo to train, and like we were sparring, and like when I sparred, I was very loud, and like it was kind of like a berserker scream almost. I don't know. I just remember like everyone kind of stopping what they were doing and turning and looking at us. But
Oh, it's
no,
getting serious over there.
you're probably right. Like I would probably end up being a caster.
I could see caster, saber, assassin. I'd give Calvin assassin, I think, and then I would go with archer. I don't know. What would you think you'd be?
I
Turn
said
that chair into
either.
a weapon, Eric.
I said either like a rider or assassin.
A rider.
Yeah.
Interesting. What'd you say, Rick?
I said turn that chair into a weapon.
True. True. So, there we go.
Eddie asks, what character would you hope gets closer to becoming canon in Star Wars after today? Revan for me.
Mary J.
From Spider-Man?
Not Mary Jane.
Oh.
Mara Jade.
Ah. Okay.
Marajade, I believe.
I mean, I would love Kyle Katarn, though I feel like Rogue One kind of stepped on his toes. He was the original guy that stole the plan for the Death Star.
First time or second time?
The first time. Bothans did the second one. But, yeah, Kyle Katarn, maybe. I like the Revan one as well.
So from the Lego Holiday Special, was that Lumpy? Is Lumpy canon?
I mean, that's not canon either.
Okay.
They had no.
Then Lumpy.
Yeah.
It's not canon? It's
The
gotta be
Holiday
canon.
Special is not
Yeah,
canon,
it's
no.
canon. Must be, right?
Um,
What's the ruling of that? It's just if it's not live action or what?
There's a Lego canon, I
Because
think.
Lego is there a Lego canon thing?
Clone Wars is
Separate from-
Yeah, no, it's like
call it
canon?
what stops it from being canon? It
Galen Merrick might be cool.
We should
to
go to
have
the
a version of
Disney
canon, too.
investor event and ask them
Starkiller.
what makes it canon.
Yeah, what are we talking about here? The Holiday Special is not canon.
Why not?
Because
Why? That's what I'm asking. Why?
because
Because not answer.
it's contradictory to what happened in the movies.
Where?
When we saw those events, those things didn't happen. It's not canon.
It could have been
People
fixed.
had to have this conversation.
I mean, we should have
we
during
should
then.
we should not.
I think it could be canon. It's just
All right.
they replaced it all and swapped it all back and all's good.
Sure.
So it's retroactive.
Maybe.
Yeah. I can't dignify this conversation or this question. Kyle Katarn or Galen
Certainly
Merrick
trying.
would be cool.
Kyle Katarn would be a good one, I think.
Yeah.
Yeah. I'm still gonna go with Mara Jade. Calvin?
I don't really know of any characters that aren't canon.
I didn't think so.
Yeah.
All right, moving on.
Is there no group stream tomorrow? No.
There's cyber stream.
Yep. Cyberpunk 2077.
24 hours
No.
from now.
It goes from 3 on Friday on our group stream time till Rick finishes his normal stream Saturday.
That's like almost 30 hours.
Captain Cold asks, "Hey guys, it's been a few weeks since I've been able to watch a podcast live since starting my first job. I have a question for Eric and Aaron. Have you guys thought about having a secondary hashtag for Mandalorian Q&A for people who want to speculate about Mandalorian who've already seen all of Rebels for just you two after the normal Q&A?"
I mean, we did that a little bit during one of the things, one of the episodes, but I don't know. I mean, if it, I
mean,
I
you
feel
also
like
just
if
filter out
If it really
questions.
called for it, then we would, like we did that one episode.
Well, yeah,
yeah.
so the two things with that is that if it's to prevent Rick and Calvin from seeing any questions
Yeah.
on Twitter, they're already still going to be on our Twitter.
Yeah.
So it doesn't
Yeah.
really help that situation. And if you guys want to ask them, you ask them through the Q&A method.
Yeah.
Eric's the one who's been going through those, so then we can pick and choose if we need to have one for other questions or thoughts or whatever. So
Yeah.
I don't think we need one.
Diego, I want to ask you, how much do you like to sacrifice a few discussions with everyone in the trending moment to get a surprise in theaters / on the channel a few months or years later? I mean, I would almost all things, the people I would discuss it with are in this room
Yeah.
anyway. So it's not like I'm missing out on too many conversations.
You mean like watching it as soon as you can so that you can discuss it with people who would also want to discuss it?
It might be ideas of like we didn't do the Attack on Titan trailer, right?
Yeah.
So like that was probably trending when it first came out.
Yep.
We didn't do it, so we haven't discussed it. But
Yep.
we're hoping that that betters our reaction too, to where we're not expecting anything specific, and we don't know what to come with the next Attack on Titan series, right? Now that is lessening our discussion now, with what we could be talking about, but
But
I
I mean,
think it
like
might
how
better
far do you go?
things.
Like we could also be reading the manga too.
Yeah.
sure. But we're not doing that either.
No.
So lots of people already know it. Like this way, our reaction is more fresh and actual. Like instead of it just being, "Oh, that's how they're doing this," instead of what they did here, turns into, "Oh, Jesus, I can't believe they're dead," or something. I don't know.
Yeah.
I can't believe it was all a dream.
Oh no.
Please no. No, 36 hours earlier.
So I don't know. And given now too, like you say, like theaters and that kind of stuff too. If more things are gonna move to streaming, some of those launch titles of different movies might end up being reactions that you guys actually get to see, as opposed to like that's one of my things. Like doing trailers for movies, Like, I want to really enjoy the movie, especially the ones I really love, and not be spoiled and expecting certain things or this or that. But usually movies we don't get to react to, especially big ones. Like Infinity War, Endgame, like, well, we're going to see those as soon as they come out. But if those were coming out first on, like, HBO Max or Disney Plus, we could have reacted to that. And even if we didn't release it right away, at least then we could have recorded the reaction and had the reaction too.
Yeah,
True.
That was the biggest reason why we didn't do reactions, is because like we couldn't wait and risk spoilers.
Well, it's either waiting. I mean, you can't go into the theater and record usually,
Yeah.
so it's like
I definitely get you. It's a juxtaposition or it's one of those things where it's like, well, the
It's a
more
catch-22.
trailers you do, the worse your. And I mean, to some people it doesn't matter, but to me and to some of the others here, like the less impactful the original or the eventual thing that you're going to watch can be, though that's ignoring like the magic of the first time we watched the sequel trailers for Star Wars, the first Force Awakens one. Like that was such a special moment, not only like just in our channel, but just like watching that happen for the first time. There's something super special there that's captured there. Secondly, reaction channels, like the way they can promote themselves the best is through trailers. People aren't going to commit to watching a whole episode or a movie with you as much as they are like, oh, this was a cool trailer, what are people thinking about it, and being able to watch it. So it's also just one of those things where like, Cobra Kai is, the new season is going to drop next month. We wanted to make sure we got that trailer done because people that are just interested in Cobra Kai might be searching on YouTube here in a month. They're going to see that trailer reaction. Then they might go and they watch our videos, So it's also just trying to, get people to come and check out the main meat of the channel, which is that stuff too. So it's a weird balancing act because we could go hard like some of these other channels and do every single piece of news, every rumor, every leak, every casting thing that everybody wants to talk about that either has been leaked or a marketing department is trying to sell you, And, sometimes I just don't need that if I know I'm already going to be into something. I want the storyteller to tell me, not someone to come in front of the story and be like, hey, here's the part of the story. Bye, and leave,
Yeah.
Like so many other channels, that's how they get a lot of their views and their, eyes on the channel and stuff. But I think putting it at like the first couple trailers for a big movie or like the first trailer for a TV show generally is a pretty good happy space for us.
Yeah. And some of that stuff too, like and rather than reading about it or getting a DM about it, I'd rather at least watch it in like a trailer or something too, rather
True,
than just,
exactly.
Because lots of that too, like if I find out about some of that kind of stuff, it also is not. It would be a discussion thing, but there's no excitement for that,
Mm-hmm.
Like the difference of the Civil War trailer versus just learning about a character who's going to be in Civil War. You know what I mean?
True. Yeah.
Like if I just open my DMs and like, oh, that character's going to be in Civil War, that's awesome. But I'm not having a discussion right then, or I'm not being filmed or any of that, Although we have done that once in a while, where like someone found out about something and we've kind of discussed that, and there's like, here's the surprise news that's going on,
I mean, I like doing that, but I like being surprised more. So it's never etched in stone exactly how it is. It's just how good are we at making sure that we're not getting spoils,
And it's
Spoilers. Hard. It can be hard. I mean, it's funny to say it's hard to not do something, like we just don't do it, But if you also want to have an internet presence and making sure we're like, with our community and doing that stuff, but I feel like we've gotten really good at being able to navigate those minefields.
Yeah, people get very excited. They want to share that excitement.
Yeah.
All I can say is, stop it!
Yeah, I understand. People want to be they want to be the person that tells you the piece of news first, right? I mean, that's like when someone is having a baby, that's a thing of honor of being able to say it first or something like that. You don't want to be the asshole that takes it from somebody. But, yeah, I mean, if I had my choice, I would just never know until I was watching it on screen, And I never am like, man, I appreciate that person for telling me first. I'm always like, damn it. No. All right.
Yeah. No, I get that.
But there's also like, there's some things I didn't know I would be interested in until someone was like, hey.
Talking about it first.
Yeah, there's
of
this thing
course.
about it. And it's like,
Yeah.
oh, well, now I'm interested. And whoa, now I love this thing. It's
Yeah,
tough.
and I think that's the difference too. For me, like something I don't know anything about, I probably wouldn't mind having some information or trailers to get me
Sure.
kind of like invested a little bit. But especially on things that I know I'm gonna watch, like I'm gonna watch the Arrowverse. I'm gonna watch the Marvel movies. I'm gonna watch Star Wars. Like I don't necessarily need to know everything or see all the leaks or whatever, because I want to be surprised and enjoy the ride that Dave Filoni's giving me, or that the Marvel directors, or whatever it is that they're working on, that they're wanting us to experience.
Yeah.
Rather than just experiencing it through either leaks or the marketing department who just wants to get your butt in the seats or whatever. So,
Mr. Spice asks, have you all seen / read Harry Potter? I know Eric has read the books, but what about Calvin or Rick?
Yeah,
they
I've read
mention
them.
me.
Well, they know.
So
The
which-
commentaries.
Which book begins with all of them going on a field trip? Harry's not allowed to go. He sneaks in with an invisibility cloak.
Begins with that?
That would be 3.
I mean, he does that
Right.
in Hogsmeade. It doesn't begin
Azkaban.
with it.
I feel like
I mean, it's during the earlier part.
In 3?
Yeah.
whatever that is, that's the last book I read.
3 starts with Sirius and him, like, seeing the Grim or seeing Sirius in the night bus. And
Yeah.
then he's just at the Leaky Cauldron, staying there. I don't know. But, I mean, that happens in 3 later, like midway through.
I couldn't make it through that book.
Gotcha.
And that's about when I stopped with movies, too.
Yeah. Rick has some strange opinions sometimes. I don't know what to tell you. I love 3.
Yeah.
It's one of my favorite
3
books,
might be
and
my
it's
favorite.
definitely my favorite of the movies.
Yeah.
I'm not sure if it was the third book. I feel
Gotcha.
like it might have been Goblet of Fire, but I'm not sure.
Goblet of Fire starts with them going to the Quidditch World Cup, which is kind of like a trip.
Was Harry allowed to go?
He was definitely allowed to go.
They had to get permission from Uncle Vernon and
Okay.
the Dursleys or whatever, but
Aaron,
Mr.
stop scrubbing the floors.
Mr. Weasley comes over and they try to go to the Flu Network, but the Dursleys have like an electric fireplace, so he blasts it open and
Is the third one Azkaban?
yeah,
Okay,
Azkaban. Yeah,
I definitely read that one.
gotcha.
So,
So,
it must have
Goblet
been
of Fire
Goblet
is
of
that
Fire.
one. Yeah.
Light says, Rick, you're going to get a Candyland Christmas card filled with glitter now. You realize this, right? Hey, if it's glitter here, I don't have to clean it up.
Water went down the wrong pipe.
So you're not torturing me. You're torturing others.
What?
He said water went down the wrong pipe, and you're like, good.
Oh, sorry.
They're going, oh, good. You got that Christmas sweater on. It's funny.
Yeah, I had it up here, and I was like, oh yeah, this.
Darkwing says something very similar. Healthy Official, do you guys watch epic rap battles of history in your spare time? Have you watched the new one?
No.
I haven't watched one since we reacted to it.
I watched them. The new one is Luke versus Harry Potter. It's really good. It's Lego.
It's probably not canon then.
No.
No, it is.
Oh, is it?
That one is.
If even if it was
Holiday
live action, it
special
wouldn't be
isn't.
canon, Aaron. You know this. You know the rules.
I don't know the rules. I asked the rules. They weren't specified.
I watched one, but I can't remember what it was. I've never watched any others.
Aaron has this weird way of flip-flopping between anything could be possible and extreme skepticism.
I don't have flip-flop in it, but
The burden of proof is whatever I opposite of me.
Yeah.
everyone does that.
Yizing says,
Yeezy.
huh?
Yeezing.
Yeezing says, check out this quote from Giancarlo Esposito. Is that how you say it?
Giancarlo.
Yeah, it's the guy that plays Moff Gideon.
My 4 daughters watched this, and obviously the world was like, it's the Baby Yoda show. I'm never jealous or have any problems with that. But I have to say, 2 of my daughters texted me, and 2 of them called me, Papa, please don't hurt that baby. Don't hurt that baby. And I said, I will squash that little bug-eared bastard.
That's hilarious.
I love that man so much.
Yeah.
I will squash that little big-eared bastard. That's funny.
Bug-eared.
Someone is getting very
No, you misread it.
sleepy.
Oh, did I?
I didn't realize you said bug though.
Bug-eyed bastard.
That's funny though.
Yeah.
Man, could you imagine being in something and it's like, please don't do it, Dad. Please don't do it. Ha ha. Crazy.
Someone
That'd be
getting
great.
very sleepy.
Got Nisa? Rick, I've been addicted to Disney Villainous after watching your game night. Have any of you played it again since then? I have. Aaron took it home once too, right?
The what?
Disney's Villainous, the board game.
Yeah, I think so.
Yeah, it's good.
It's
I
pretty
like
good.
it.
I like it a lot.
There's a new expansion coming out or came out recently for it as well. It's good times.
I haven't though. I really enjoyed it when we played it.
Have y'all been enjoying The Expanse? Watch the reactions.
Loving it.
You can find out all about how we feel about The Expanse.
On Zero Actions.
Reverie Code. If you had to choose a movie franchise for a Cobra Kai style series years later with a nostalgic effect, what would you choose? So like a reboot almost, or like a continuation of something long gone that you never thought was going to come back.
Firefly.
Firefly?
I think I say this every time.
Firefly's not that old though, is it? Maybe
mean,
it is.
2005, right? 2008?
I don't know.
Pretty long.
I feel like it's less than 10 years old.
It's
mean like-
definitely not.
You mean like the Goonies?
The Goonies?
Yeah, like that. Or I don't know. Mighty Ducks.
I want to see
2002, Eric.
Aren't they doing that with the Mighty Ducks?
2002.
I thought they were making a live action of the real ones.
Yeah, thank you,
the,
Coax.
The Ducks.
No,
Isn't
I
that
think
just
they're
only-
making like a new Mighty Ducks where like one of the kids comes back and is the new coach or something.
Huh.
Maybe. I never watched the old ones.
3 ninjas, but like
Oh.
when
They
they're like
teach
they're like
their
the
kids?
legendary ninjas from Naruto or something.
Man, Rocky, Colt, and Tum Tum.
Yeah.
I wonder which actors they used because they swapped out those actors
Yeah, I
like
know.
2 or 3 times. They weren't
Like maybe
always the
Tum
same
Tum
ones.
died or something, and it gets real dark.
Like he got high cholesterol and had a heart attack.
Jeez.
What?
This is really dark and harsh.
yeah.
I had
Maybe
one.
he
Though
lost
I think
weight
the best,
and
I
got
think the
fit.
best one is Home Alone.
He brought it up. Home Alone would be pretty cool.
Macaulay Culkin like as like a mad like Saul-like character.
Yeah.
Hoping that criminals break into his house.
Exactly.
He moved-
life,
he moved to Texas. Stand my ground. Castle defense. I had one. Eric said something, I forgot it. Oh well. Wow. I want 97 Berserk to come back. That's what I want.
Yeah, but that could just be a continuation, Rick. You
Yeah,
gotta pick
yeah.
something that's like
Yeah, I know.
I was trying to think of like old 80s movies or series. I'm like, oh man, I remember this. But how do you bring that back now?
Monster
you know?
Squad. How about that?
Monster Squad. I don't know about that one.
Lost Boys. I don't know.
I don't know about that either.
What are some of those like?
How about? No, you can't do that anymore.
What are some of those like horror shows and like Ninja Warrior and stuff like that? She used to.
Horror shows?
Wait.
Yeah, like I can't remember what it was
Horror
called.
shows like Ninja Warrior?
Yeah, I don't know what you're talking about.
I said horror shows or like Ninja Warrior. Those like. What was it called?
I don't know.
You talking about like Tales of the Crypt?
Maybe like. I can't remember what they're called. I never watched them. I was just trying to give you ideas.
I need more words. I don't know what you mean. Or where you got this information.
You've talked about it. That's where I got this information.
I used to watch Tales from the Crypt, but I don't remember any Ninja Warrior horror shows.
No, it wasn't those two things
Oh, okay.
together. It was those two things separately. I was giving you like a
So you want a Ninja Warrior?
goosebumps.
Goosebumps?
Yeah.
Goosebumps.
Where's Ninja Warrior at? What's that mean?
It's not related to that at all. I said it 4 times. Drop it.
But I don't understand what it meant.
Like other game shows like that.
Oh, it was a game show? Like the scary one was a game show?
No.
Oh. So you just want a game show to return. Like Double Dare. Or Guts.
Okay.
Legend of the Hidden
I
Temple.
don't know. I was trying to give
Legend
you
of the Hidden
suggestions.
Temple. That's what
yeah,
you're thinking, right?
sure.
Like
That
something,
one.
like, something like that.
That sounds great.
Omek.
Yeah. The only scary things.
Chamber of the Golden Monkey.
The scary things I can think of would be like, yeah, Are You Afraid of the Dark and Goosebumps, if that's what you mean.
I've heard you say both of those before.
Yeah.
Like I said, I've never watched them. I was just trying to give you like ideas of things to talk about.
Prompts.
Yeah, prompts.
Here's a question. If you were to put Team Ruby as servants, who would they be? Weiss would be the caster.
Weiss would definitely be caster.
Yang
Blake would
Yang
be
is Berserk.
assassin.
Yang's
Yang
Berserker.
would be berserker, and Ruby, would
Ruby.
be saber.
Or Archer.
I, like I said, I've never watched them. I was just trying to give you like ideas of things to talk about.
Prompts.
Ruby would be Archer.
I could see either.
Ruby could be Lancer. Kinda.
Maybe. Will Calvin join in Cobra Kai reactions for season 3? I don't know.
Oh, I'd have to catch up, and I'd have to watch all the
He
movies.
needs to watch
so I'm not
3 movies and 2
Two.
seasons.
At least 3.
Yeah.
2 movies.
3 movies and 2 seasons.
Why?
Because you got to watch 3 movies and 2 seasons.
I mean, I haven't seen the
That's
next
your
Karate
initiation,
Kid.
Calvin. You must watch 3 movies and 2 seasons.
I've seen one already.
Well, you got to rewatch that one because you might have forgotten, and you got to watch the other 2.
No, I
and then
remember
2
wax
seasons.
on, wax off.
There's more to it than that.
Sweep the leg.
It's very
there,
important.
I've watched the whole movie.
It's very important you watch first
Whack
movie.
on, wax off.
Whack on, whack
Yeah,
off.
boil the egg. I know all those.
Boil the egg.
Catching flies with chopsticks.
Horror-themed Ninja Warrior where you're running through from a killer on an obstacle course would be good.
No, that would actually.
Could you imagine?
fun.
Oh, jeez. Meanwhile, Jason's just like walking through the
Just
water
like a wall of
underneath you.
fire coming at you.
It'd be great if the guy chasing you was in like a harness and wires, and he would like at times move unnaturally fast to like catch up with you, or like walk on top of the water, and you have to like slog through it.
It'd be cool to like have like a Boston Dynamics like BattleBots type
Ah.
of that, where you have 2 robots competing to get it through a course. They get more and more efficient as the season gets on.
I would say Boston Dynamics dog chasing someone through an
That
obstacle
would be pretty
course.
cool.
That would be
How
terrifying.
about this? It's a Ninja Warrior obstacle course, right? But it's set up so that like it's like the thing we went to up in Akron, right? So like there's people
Oh,
and stuff, and
yeah.
you don't know. So like you could be like trying to go across this wall,
The haunted
and all of
house.
a sudden the wall just drops, and just yells at you. You fall off.
Eric would be great at
I'd
it.
have a great advantage. I just keep
Yeah.
turning to the left.
Wouldn't that be great? Like they're trying to make this obstacle course, but people are just scaring them the whole way.
Oh, that would be good.
That'd be so much fun.
We talk as if I could get through those without the scares. Yeah, I'll support on my way, just on my fingertips.
Think about it this way: you would at least have an advantage.
Sure.
Where other people would have both the obstacles and the scares,
suppose
you would
so.
just have the obstacles.
Yeah. It might give you a better advantage. I want to see Eric grab that log and like roll down it. You know
Yeah.
what I'm talking about?
Yeah. Yeah.
I'd love for all of us to try.
That would be
like
fun.
a Ninja Warrior obstacle course, and we all like,
Yeah.
how far can each of us get? Because I don't know
Yeah.
if I have enough strength
No.
for like that damn light bulb bullshit.
Not very
Yeah.
far.
You know, I don't know if I can do that shit.
No.
Light bulb.
Yeah, there's like these damn little like light bulb like things that stick out, and you gotta just grab those.
Oh yeah.
And that's all you get. You just
The funny thing is I
Just
bet you
with
I'm
your
better at
hands?
it now than I was like 10 years ago.
yeah, I suppose.
I might be able to do it. I don't know. It's been a long time since I've done any climbing.
If I could somehow have one that was solely centered around squats.
Yes. Like the temple guards in the hidden temple. Remember how there's like in 2 rooms
Oh,
they just come out and grab you?
I remember that.
They'd be like those guys like are
Yeah.
hiding and shit, and they're "Ooh," and they just scare you.
That also happened in MXC as well, Most Extreme Elimination Challenge.
Did it?
Yeah, there would be dudes that would come out and try to get you sometimes.
Yeah, I guess American Gladiator also. Sometimes the gladiators just there to hit you.
Yeah.
They're whipping you and stuff as you go.
Jeez.
Shooting tennis balls at you.
Aaron, I can't log into Stream Elements. Can you get there for me? And
Ah, damn, I can't do it either, Rick. I'm trying.
it's asking me for the token.
I'll try.
I don't have it.
Oh shit.
I'll get one more question while he's getting that up, and I'll refund the others. Try to find a good one here. I'm pretty sure you've all played Uncharted 1 through 4. Have any of you played The Lost Legacy?
I have not. I do own it,
No.
No.
but it's been on my list to play.
Have not.
My
I haven't
dad's
played 1
played
through
it.
4 either, as a matter of fact.
You haven't played what?
Yeah.
I only played 1 and 2.
You haven't played 3 or 4?
Nope.
4 is really good.
4 is really good.
3's okay. I don't see any redemptions.
I meant bits and donations in particular.
I also don't see any donations. So now
That-
that that's covered.
Okay.
Alrighty. Let's go through here with bits and donations. We have Night Owl Lenny who gave, she cheered 100 bits. Says Human Rights Day is today.
Oh,
Cool.
thank
Which
you,
I
Lenny.
did not know. But thank you, Lenny.
Good to know. Thank you.
Hilding, 200 bits with a weekly loving.
Thank you, Hilding.
Twitcher95 is resubscribed for 23 months.
Thank you.
The Ginger Avenger has subscribed for 10 months. Can't stay for the podcast, so I'll catch it later. Have a great day, everyone.
Thank you.
Thank you.
Raul Rudy Martinez subscribed and said, "Are y'all gonna react to the Disney Investor Day stream?" No, I don't believe so.
Negative.
We're not going to
Probably
react to
not,
it.
no.
We'll probably talk about it maybe in some news, next podcast or something like that.
We might do some special bulletin YouTube videos like we've done in the past.
Calder Robin has resubscribed for 18 months.
Thank you, Calder.
Thank you.
Super Jordans has resubscribed for 4 months.
Thank you.
Chris Fizz cheered 300 bits. Say hello to my little friend.
Hello, little friend
Hello.
of Chris Fizz.
But yeah, even if there's stuff coming out like right now with it going on, we don't want to talk about it at the very end of a 2-hour podcast.
Abaddon cheered 1,000 bits. Any chance you could react to the new epic rap battle of history?
Thank you, Abaddon.
I don't think so. We haven't
Yeah.
done
not
any
really
of
the
those.
style
haven't done any of those
content
for
we
a
do
long
anymore.
time.
Yeah.
Super Jordans cheered 25 bits.
Thank you, Jordans.
Captain Fishlip subscribed for 19 months. Super Jordans cheered 100 bits.
Thank you.
Moralon resubscribed for 19 months.
Thank you, Morlon.
Sam Woodhall, who subscribed for 2 months.
Hey, Sam.
Thank you, Sam.
Some
Thank
fellow
you.
nerds. Night Owl Lenny cheered 100 bits. Said, I got 2 Degas. I got 2 Degas a week ago and named one of them Ray. Woo! Am I
Woo!
officially a nerd now, naming my pet after a Star Wars character? What's it?
Is
the
it
hell is
supposed
that?
to be doggos?
Is it a dog? Degus. Is it supposed to be dog? Degas? Maybe it's,
It could just be a
I got 2 dogs.
typo.
I'm not sure. Or I don't know what a Degus is. They're like hamster, squirrel, rats.
Oh, it's a Degu.
Oh, okay.
Got 2 Degus and named 1 Ray. I don't
yeah,
know what
they're like
Degu-
a little. They're like halfway between a rat and a, like a guinea pig almost.
Interesting.
Talk to Janci about getting, if we ever got another dog, we have to name him Annie.
Yeah.
So we have Annie and Obi.
You're
No,
my brother,
Eric.
Renegade!
Think what they'll do to each other.
I know.
Great. Great. Are naming after Star Wars stuff.
Battle of the.
Jibu resubscribed for 10 months.
Thank you, Jibu.
Haiku Heart
Haiku?
cheered 100 bits. To
Thank
my
you.
favorite reactor team. First time seeing y'all live. Big hugs.
Hey, thank you
Chief
for them.
Heydini, who resubscribed for 7-month streak. Blind wave, blind wave, blind wave, blind wave.
Thank you,
Hey guys,
Chief.
hey guys. Okay. Emotes. Thank you, Chief. Seriano resubscribed for 19 months on a 14-month streak.
Thank you very much.
Healthy Official gifted a sub to Maximum Girl.
Thank you, Hell Thief.
Crimson is resubscribed for 14 months on a 2-month streak. Hey, what's up, guys? 2-month streak, and I have good news. I've officially been out of my sling for a week, and I'm using it normally now. Also loving the Naruto reactions. Well,
Yay.
good, Crimson.
Congrats.
Congratulations.
Get better.
Yes. Feel better.
Brother Tone with 42-month resub on a 42-month streak.
42.
Also, shout out to Tone 2, who had issues with Twitch and has been a tier 3 sub. And for
Yes.
some reason, something happened, and they didn't resub him, but he paid, and he had to resub again in 2 months' time. So, appreciate your
yeah.
your support.
Thank you.
so
Sorry
much,
for
Tone.
Twitch's issue. I wish I
Yeah.
could do something with Twitch to help with that. They don't give us any support on that end of things. Cricket has resubscribed for 16 months. Cody
Thank
L
you, Cricket.
resubscribed for 24 months. 2 years, babies.
Yeah. Thank you, Cody.
Thank you.
I can't believe it's been this long. Just quick question. Have you guys received your Shield stuff yet? Can't wait to see everything you guys got.
Nope, not yet. We're
Still-
still waiting on the shipping stuff to finish up.
Yeah.
Galactic has subscribed.
Thank you, Galactic.
Dr. Orbit has subscribed.
Thank you.
I like your
Joshua
toothbrushes.
Bindelak has subscribed for 6 months.
Joshua.
And Killer Cornflake has subscribed for 8 months.
Thank you.
And that looks like it.
All right, Cyberpunk 2077 starts tomorrow at 3 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. It's going to be a hell of a thing. I hope.
2 hours.
That journey's going to continue Saturday at 2 p.m. Eastern Standard Time. So make sure you catch both of those.
Yes.
Yes,
Come back.
yes, yes.
And you guys can catch things over at the Blind Wave official Twitch archive YouTube channel. In case you don't like watching stuff here at Twitch, we do have that. So make sure you check out that link in the chat now.
Yes.
And I think that's it.
Yep.
Thank you guys so much.
Play us
Come
out.
back. See you next time.
Bye.
Bye.